welcome to Delilah's Critters. You have stumbled upon my very first YouTube video, something I've been thinking about doing for a very long time, about 1.5 years to be exact. I have many pets. I am quite an animal enthusiast. I have come across many rescues in my day. It started out with a love for cats and dogs, your normal everyday pets, and grew into a love for absolutely everything. One of the things that I am most passionate about is proper husbandry of any pet you bring into your home. I believe deeply that it's our responsibility to take the best care of these animals that we can and learn as much about them so that we can give them the proper environment to thrive within our homes. So today you are going to meet my cats, my red-eared slider, my axolotl. I also have several fish tanks with various species inside of them. And then I also have aquatic frogs and a Honduran curly hair tarantula. So I have many animals. My husband would say too many. I say I could have some more. But regardless, they, the number one thing we strive for in this house is to make sure everyone is happy, healthy, and getting proper nutrition, proper enclosures, all of those things. So thank you for tuning in. I look forward to maybe entertaining you, maybe providing you with some information that you've been looking for. But either way, I thought this would be a good way to start off my channel and help you know a little bit more about me. This is Sochi, my axolotl. Right now, she's eating a night crawler, which is a common staple diet for an adult. Sometimes, if not eaten quickly enough, they will release a very bitter liquid, which is why Sochi is struggling a bit here. She'll get it eventually, but Sochi is 3 years old. I've had her since she was a few months old. Axolotls come in many colors. She happens to be considered a copper in color. Coppers always have these cute little freckles. She was given to me as a gift from a girl that rescues unexpected axolotl offspring from other pet parents when they unknowingly have a male and female housed together. A common mistake, as it can take up to a full year for them to mature. Here's my girl Floyd. This is actually footage from my turtle cam. Floyd came to me from a previous owner that had her since a hatchling. She is a 21-year-old red-eared slider. Some of her favorite things include basking, eating berries, and taking long strolls on the carpet. We have some really exciting plans to install an above-ground pond for her in the spring, so keep an eye out for that video in the future. In adulthood, red-eared sliders eat primarily lettuce, with pellet feedings twice a week. A few times a month, I offer her berries or other fruit as a treat. I mean, who could resist spoiling a face like this? This is my Aqua One Trio tank. It's a 10-gallon that comes with 3 separate sections on a shared filtration system. I've had it set up all different ways over the years, but right now I have 2 female bettas and 3 celestial pearl Danios in it. On the left, you'll see Violet. Violet was at a big box pet store and had a very endearing crooked ventral fin. She was more purple as a baby, and now she's taken on a really pretty indigo color. My little trio of CPDs, Celestial Pearl Danios, in the middle are like 4 years old. Just about everything I've read about their care and setup would say I'm doing this all wrong, but I guess this seems to agree with them just fine. On the far right, if you can even see her in this unsightly algae, is Jewel. She was an impulse purchase from a local fish store because I had an open section of tank and she was visibly stressed. I named her Jewel because her colors change depending on what angle the light hits her. She is beautiful. This is Clover, my newest addition. She is a female fancy yellow betta from keepfishkeeping.com. Shout out to KG Tropicals. I have her in a Marineland portrait tank, which she seems to love. She's very active and enjoys picking on her wood and swimming through the plant roots. Most of her original plants didn't make it, but now that they've died off, some of the roots are coming back. In 2021, you may see me dig deeper into aquatic plant care since that was my 2020 goal, and then, 2020. Here we have my zebra Danios. I originally got them to keep a glowfish Danio company when he was rehomed to me. He passed away about 8 months later, but now I have these active little guys. As you can see, some of them have longer fins than others. There is a long fin Danio and a regular zebra Danio. This is Theodore's favorite tank to watch. It's near the floor, easy to view, and aren't they just fun? The algae is a little crazy. I either need to add another plant in here or put my Amano shrimp in here for a few weeks to clear it up, or maybe both. Algae doesn't always bother me though. Personally, I think it can be kind of pretty. This 20-gallon long tank I refer to as my river tank. There really isn't anything river about it other than having species native to the Amazon in here. I guess the length of it is what makes it feel river-like. I have quite the assortment in here. I have a pair of German blue rams, 1 neon and 1 cardinal tetra from an old setup, 8 black neons, 5 coolie loaches, 4 pygmy cories, and 2 Siamese algae eaters. It's a fun little group, probably my favorite tank to watch. This clip may actually be before I found my female ram and before I added the algae eaters. And I've also grown a ton more duckweed and added a feeding ring. Fun times. Aside from the filter and heaters, I only put organic materials in my tanks, like wood, sand, rocks, live plants, and various seed pods. This 5-gallon tank always seems to have a random assortment of pets. Right now it's the home to 1 glowfish tetra that was rehomed to me, a white skirt tetra, a black skirt tetra, 3 African dwarf frogs, mom, dad, and baby, and 5 Amano shrimp. They're all peaceful species, so they've done really well with each other. Believe it or not, this tank was covered in the same green hair algae as the zebra Danio tank, but the Amano shrimp did a fantastic job cleaning it up. They are such helpful little dudes. This sweet boy is Motley. He's a crown-tail betta. He was given to me by a customer that came to my store looking for fish food. After some light conversation, he revealed that he didn't want his fish, as it was part of what was left over after a bad breakup. I offered to take him off his hands, and he was brought to me in a 1-liter bowl, and his fins were green. After some TLC, his vibrant blues and his vibrant personality came out. I'd say both of us got pretty lucky in this situation. This is Bear, my female hunter and curly hair tarantula. I love her, but to be honest, she's pretty boring. She's fully grown, but I have no way of knowing her age. Her lifespan is up to 25 years. She eats once or twice a month, and there's little to no maintenance because I set up a bioactive enclosure. The only thing I really have to do is fill her water bowl to maintain humidity and care for her plants. Easy peasy. Last but certainly not least are my 2 love bugs, Theodore and Misty. Theodore is an 8-year-old Russian blue, and Misty is a 4-year-old British shorthair. Both were adopted from Animal Care and Control. As a matter of fact, Misty was one of my sick foster kittens, and Theodore loved her so much I couldn't let her go. I mean, how often does a pet get to choose their partner in crime? I had to comply. So, Theodore is my cat, and Misty is his cat. Makes for a pretty happy household. Well, that concludes my pets for now. Who knows what I might add in the future. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you have some of the same types of pets and want to stay tuned for tips and tricks, please subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.